My name is Avery. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Killeen, Texas, and this is the Financial Audit. I'm a nanny.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Okay, great. And how many hours a week are you working nannying?
20 to 30.
All right. Killeen, it's an interesting town in terms of cost of living. It kind of really varies. Military town, you can see low end, but you can also kind of see high end. Sometimes the market gets pushed up with like limited supply and a lot of people living there. How are you feeling living in Killeen on 20 to 30 hours a week? What's your hourly pay?
$18 an hour. I feel pretty good. Coming from California to Texas, I could be doing better.
When'd you come?
Sure. September last year.
Okay. But if it's 24 hours a week on average, 25 hours a week on average, it's $1,800 a month. Not really what most people would consider.
Oh, including an extra $125 a week because I do some extra things around the house as a nanny. I do like laundry,
so cleaning as well. That kind of stuff.
Like
that kind of stuff.
Like tidy. Yeah.
So an extra $180 a week.
An extra $125 a week. So that's $500 a month.
So $2,300. Well, how do you feel living on that then? Because again, we're talking less than $30,000 a year.
From my history and where I've come from, I'm okay with it. Obviously, I know the possibilities of what I could be making. So I.
Well, how are you living? Are you in-house nanny?
No.
So how are you living though? Because it is.
I don't pay rent.
How?
I live with my boyfriend. And he pays rent.
Oh, much more sense. Because I wouldn't know how the possible you would be able to survive.
Yeah, I would have to probably be a live.
You guys move here together?
I moved here to live in with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Things are making much more sense. So that's how you feel okay? Do you have a lot of debt, though, for someone that, self-reportedly feels okay?
Yeah, you're right. I do.
What hits your account?
I'm saying I feel okay due to my history of like where I've come from. So like, granted, it's not where it should be, maybe not the best, but I do feel okay.
So what hits your account on a monthly basis, income-wise? What hits your account?
Definitely.
Give me the average, or was I right?
$2,500.
$2,500?
Yeah.
All right. And what are we doing with the $2,500? It comes in. What are we doing?
Paying my bills and then blowing the rest. On like whatever.
But you're not paying your bills because we have debt.
You're right.
Unless you're not considering paying down debt, paying your bills.
Saying that, yeah, I'm not paying down my debt. What I am doing is paying my minimum. So my bills, I would say, are my minimum monthly payments. That's what I calculate.
Why not pay down the debts? What happens if you guys break up? How long have you guys been together?
A little over a year.
Cool. Well, that's pretty young in terms of relationship, at least these days.
Maybe.
But if you guys break up, how are you going to survive? You're not going to be able to survive. You're not going to be able to get rent to save your life. Good luck. It'd be 50% for a basic average place.
Yeah, you could say that, or I would survive. Like I think most people do. Figure it out.
Yeah, there's also literally hundreds of thousands of people that live on the street. So it's not as easy as people just figure it out. Like a lot of things happen.
No, it is that easy though.
But
how do you get through life without obstacles, crises, like rocks, bumps in the road? You figure it out. Like maybe like
girl, I don't want to ruin your little rainbow road real quick, but people literally die all the time. People aren't just always making it to the majority, probably, but even still, life expectancy is low in certain areas. You put yourself in a bad situation, force yourself through bankruptcy, go ahead and get a car, get repoed.
Is that really a bad situation? Isn't it all perspective of like an individual's
bad situation getting a car, getting repoed in a non-walkable infrastructure area?
I think people have to hit their bottoms, their lows in order to go up.
You'd rather bottom.
In certain situations, learning life lessons, 100%.
Well, why not learn it before you get there? I'm so confused. Why would you? Come on.
No, I'm being serious.
I know, but why? Sorry. Why? No, why would you want to get to the bottom if we can already know what the bottom looks like? Why get yourself there? I don't understand the point.
I don't think when making decisions that you're going, oh, I want to like ruin my life. It's like, oh no, I want the Starbucks. I want the Target. Yes. I want to go to the rave. And then it piles up and then you're like, oh, shit, I am kind of like at a rock bottom financially. So
of course, but you're not, because you are seemingly
But you're saying I could get to a worse, like a lower bottom. But we don't know that. We don't know that for fact.
No, we know you can. for a fact.
And then
we don't know you will for a fact. We know you can for a fact because other people are.
Which would also
not anything is possible. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people every year that get to a worse position, lose housing, lose their cars, get completely,
100%.
and you're pretending like that's not possible and that people just figure it out. People don't just figure it out. People literally die.
Sure, but
is that the average person?
We're talking about me. What would I be able to do in this situation? And
what would you be able to do? Okay, go ahead. You get laid. Dude, we're 6 minutes in. Why are we doing? Okay, go ahead. Something happens. He dies. Let's just say that. So it's not even a...
No, pick another one.
Well, I was just trying to pretend like your relationship didn't end. Okay, fine.
Yeah, pick another one.
You guys hate each other now. Wonderful. And you break up for whatever reason. What would you do? $2,500 a month before any taxes.
I mean, if we're being honest, I'd probably go back and live with my parents or see what my other options of jobs and live in any positions are. Like, I'm going to find a way because I can't afford to pay rent on my own. I wouldn't get approved even for renting a place.
So I would be okay with finding that other job. The thing about falling back on the parents, that is not inherently a bad thing to have a good support system. But again, we're talking about right now, you are specifically choosing not to pay off debt, specifically choosing not to get a fully funded emergency fund, particularly choosing not to get retirement so that you can go out to eat, go club, whatever the fuck you do.
Yeah.
Instead of setting yourself up for a potential situation in case an emergency were happen because you're able to fall back on mommy and daddy. If you could not find a food pantry, you would be starving.
We don't know that.
What's the alternative?
Figuring it out. It's not so bad to be homeless.
I need to stoop this down to a 15-year-old level.
You want to go ahead and baby me because you can't handle your emotions about how I'm responding, by all means, go ahead.
A little penis.
I mean, just saying. I need a break.